Shout out to the whole 2K community. You guys are wild. And like looking through all these jersey designs was really fun. There's some crazy, crazy, crazy designs. We got to do this more often.
If you're looking for extra fun in Season 7, listen up. This weekend, it's a deck party on the Concha del Mar. Earn double XP for all games played on decks 15 and 16. In the city, if you're just starting out, then Boot Camp is the event for you. At the event center, enjoy basic training and bonus XP. Next weekend, I'll be at the Rec because there's double XP available all weekend long. That's it for me. I'll see you at level 40.
It's that time.
The beautiful, dramatic set. We are.
Thank you, Kevin.
He is an intimidating factor for sure. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wings. Post-tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's MP in at the 1. And for Utah, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the 5.
And you watch the impact that MP makes on the game. Not a surprise he's being considered for an all-star spot.
Yeah, he's in the conversation, no doubt about that. He can cement a spot, Greg, if he continues to improve, clearly. And the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered. At the point guard position in particular, much more scoring expected than... in decades past.
Yeah, you got to be a triple threat at every position, and at the point guard, it just commands so much more attention. They're the initiators of the offense. There's so many guys who are tremendous scorers that can create opportunities themselves with the ball and do it from deep range. They can play off a pick and roll and manipulate the defenses. So it has been a golden era for point guards, and it's a new way in which they play, being able to shoot that 3-ball, Kevin.
Here's Conley. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And after a down season in 2020, with some questioning if he was over the hill, Mike Conley came roaring back last season.
And the first player ever to make his all-star debut that far into his career. It had to feel something like redemption. And I tell you, he's not done yet. Has a nice new contract to prove it. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Drops in the tray.
And the mechanics of Conley's shot are rock solid, allowing him to take a shot with no hesitation.
Now, here is George. 9 points last game. Here's Leonard. Zubats trying to break loose. And that one's good. Leonard.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Mitchell wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Mitchell's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Utah. That's tipped to the middle. Here's Leonard. Up and in on the layup. Leonard's got 6.
That's Kawhi pushing the action all by himself there, attacking inside and starting to take charge.
Mitchell against Zubats. Gobert can't hit. Clippers have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Leonard trying to break free. MP, good. 6 points for MP.
So a lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
Mitchell against George. And the dunk by MP.
A really good decision there from Paul George. Quick to find the open man.
Jazz trail by 3. Outside Conley. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And it's Mitchell missing.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Really left alone that time. And that's 11 points for MP.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Can they get it? And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. George against Conley. Kicks it out to MP. Back to George. The shot. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And for so long in Indiana, Paul George was that guy. But boy, I tell you, he's been a good sidekick the last few years.
Well, he's been amazing and continues to be a little bit undervalued in the way that people assume Paul George's offensive and defensive game as a collective and the way it impacts winning, especially playing alongside Kawhi Leonard. Didn't have to take as much of the offensive load if he didn't want to. But Paul George still gets it done.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Whiteside's checked in for Gobert. Eric Paschal comes in for Bogdanovich. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Butler in for Mike Conley. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hartenstein's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Norman Powell's checked in for Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Paul George. Batum passes to MP. Inside. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. MP's got 13 points.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Butler finds Paschal. Outside Jackson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Here's MP following the score by Reggie Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Batum against Butler. Down low. Shots good by Clarkson.
Well, Clarkson can get inside. He's athletic to do that, and then needs the touch in that area. Showed it off there.
And again, the turnover by the Clippers.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Rudy Gay's checked in for the Jazz. Butler feeling out a bit. Over Jackson. The Clippers grab the miss. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Yeah, in talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game, they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
And here's Paschal, following the 3 moments ago from MP. Butler passes to Whiteside, and stolen by MP. Takes a 3. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. 19 points for MP. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Gay passes to Clarkson. To the paint. Here's Whiteside, and it's blocked. Here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
First trip to the line for him here. First free throw is Left side, Leonard. Over Pascal. Leonard, no luck.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Mitchell in at the 2 with Bogdanovich at small forward. Rudy Gobert is out there with Eric Pascal. And it's Conley in at the point. That's the group right now for Utah. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns was outstanding. He added 33 points, and he did what he does best. He shared the ball and looked to get his guys going throughout the game. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile One block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
1:37 left to play here in the second quarter. Bucket is good. And now it's an 8-point Clipper lead.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Conley against MP. Charity stripe shot. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 8 points in the quarter.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
MP passes to Leonard. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 5 assists tonight.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And stolen by MP. Poked away, and another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
And Utah has possession after the Clippers pick up 2. Mitchell kicks to Conley. Kicks it out to Mitchell. They get the rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Clippers leading by 8. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's MP. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Mitchell passes to Conley. Baseline try, and they pick up 2. And that's 15 points from Mike Conley.
And with the ball in his hands, Mitchell attracts attention, then breaks down the defense with the pass.
And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
It really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And we've reached halftime in this one. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Outside the wings are George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's MP in at the guard position.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan, 6'10" at present, but standing 6'1". Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
And Gobert kicks to O'Neal. Here's Conley. And the rejection by MP. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. MP with the ball. George passes to Leonard. On the wing, MP. It's tipped. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And we know what Mitchell can do offensively. But, Greg, how do you evaluate his defensive game?
And Kevin, without question, there's room for improvement. I'd say he's probably below average, but he has the tools that if he tightens up that part of his game, look out.
A different look for Utah. Whiteside's checked in for Gobert, and it's Butler in for Mike Conley. MP passes to Leonard. MP outside. Pass to Leonard. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 6 assists in the game. Jazz trail by 11. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Butler, and it's in there. Butler's got 5.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
And the dunk by MP.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here's Butler. 5 points in the game. And the rejection by Zubac. And so, MP will bring it up for Los Angeles. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to George. Kicks it out to MP. This one for 3. It's good from long range. MP's got 30 points.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Well, we've heard, Brent, some teams say more should be done to protect players from dangerous fouls. Do you agree?
Well, I think the headshots are something that people are looking at most. It's player safety comes first. And I know a lot of people that watch basketball in the 70s and 80s when the game was much more physical, where those plays didn't result in technical fouls, see it a bit differently. But it's still about protecting the players and avoiding those kind of plays to put them in danger. And I'm for that.
Here's O'Neal after the Clippers pick up 2. And stolen by MP. And George with this stuff.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Now, here's Butler. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Good on the triple. Mitchell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around you.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Utah Jazz last season was elite at both ends of the floor. Sixth Man of the Year winner Jordan Clarkson says, 3 things we've been doing well are playing fast, sharing the basketball, and defense. We're playing a fun style of basketball and just keep racking up the wins. Guys?
They are fun to watch and a handful. D.A. thanks. Rudy Gage checked in for Utah. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Royce O'Neal.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Now, here's MP. He's got 32. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Clarkson. Jazz trail by 11. Here's the break. Moving it up. Here's Gay. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Gay's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, the balance that Rudy Gay has, outstanding job at staying in control, even when getting hit.
Batum, good.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots. Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
MP kicks to Powell. Back to MP. Just 5 on the clock. Batum finds MP. Kennard for 3. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Utah calls timeout. MP's really making a difference here.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every three-pointer he takes right now.
For the Jazz.
Coming onto the floor for the Clippers.
Clarkson dishes to Mitchell. Over MP. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Clippers leading by 20. So with Conley sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got O'Neal. Clarkson is out there with Mitchell. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Pascal in at the center position. Here's Clarkson after the made shot from MP. Mitchell outside. And the rejection by MP. And now the fast break. George with the ball. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Clippers?
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
A significant difference here has been the number of points off turnovers that they've gotten.
And here is MP, following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. MP looking around. Passes it to Zubac. Back to MP. And the dunk by MP.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And the Jazz with possession here. The Clippers getting the bucket.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
And there's the drive. Good on the bucket. MP's got 38 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the 4th. That one goes in. 40 points for MP.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Pascal kicks to Mitchell. And there's the pass to O'Neal to the inside. Pascal. And the rejection by Zubac.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Now here's Leonard. Back to MP. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. And now that we've gotten a taste of it, Greg, what do you think of the play-in tournament?
I love it. I mean, it definitely has some pros and cons, and you want to keep as many teams as possible engaged down the stretch, but it's a long season, and for some teams, it just got a little bit longer.
So Utah ends up going with the new group.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact, and there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. MP passes to Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
Emphatic points from Covington. Dunks and threes, baskets every team needs. That's what Robert brings to the table.
Now here's Butler, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
1:50 left here in the 4th quarter. From 17 feet out, offensive rebound. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. House, the pass to Alexander Walker. MP with it. Here he goes, and MP throws it down.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Los Angeles.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was
For MP.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
That's his first personal foul.
The free throw drop. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory.